Hello and welcome to Baggies View. I'm Paul Bradley and I'm joined on the phone now by West Bromwich Albion correspondent Chris Lipkowski. Hi, Chris.
Hi.
Well, you were at the Derby game up the weekend. What was your verdict on that 1-1 draw?
Well, it's a decent game, actually. It's very different as you get in a derby. Perhaps the quality wasn't really there. But in terms of drama and excitement in terms of incidents, and there was certainly quite a bit to talk about. I mean, it's a good result for Albion in the end, given how close they were to losing it. Probably a slightly better point for them than it is for Wolves. Ultimately, a point really doesn't help either team there.
And the fans will be looking at this and thinking we should have got more out of this game, right? They'll have been targeting this as 3 points at home against the biggest rivals. Is there a bit of a feeling that there's a bit of a missed opportunity here?
Well, I think so, yeah. And we mustn't forget that they only drew with West Ham and Wigan in the last few weeks, which, 3 points where they were really needing at least, if not 6, then 9, is a poor return, really. And, Albion haven't got a great run in. They've probably got the worst run in of the teams at the bottom in many ways. So they really needed to get something from these 3 games other than draws, and it's going to be difficult for them there because although they're ahead of the sort of shaking back, if you like, there is a feeling that their chance of points is probably gone now.
But now trying to look at some positives, were there some signs that Hodgson's getting them organised a bit better at the back? Apart from that O'Hara goal where he was left in acres of space, were there signs that things are getting a bit tighter?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, first half Wolves were very dominant, especially in midfield. But for that dominance, they didn't really put Albion's Dallas Martin under any undue pressure. The defence played very well. Gabriel Pass actually made one very bad mistake during the second half, but his performance was excellent. Other than that, Jonas Olsson was very strong. Nicky Shorey was comfortable throughout. Perhaps Gonzalo Jara let himself down a little bit at times, but he was facing Matt Jarvis, who's a very good footballer. So defensively, it was an improved performance. There were certainly signs that they were more organised, a little less open, if you like. I think that was reflected, for instance, with Jerome Thomas, who's normally such a adventurous player, was a little bit reined in, and that is the sort of compromise Albion will have to find now, is to basically make themselves hard to beat, but without taking away the effectiveness of somebody like Jerome Thomas on the left wing or Kristen on the right.
And do you think moving Shana into central midfield, is that going to bolster things up for Baggies and maybe make the difference?
Well, I think once Joseph Lumbu's fit, he'll be back in the side. Whether he'll be in alongside Shana or not, I don't know. Hodgson does prefer to favour 4-4-2, which suggests to me that he might well be the man who misses out once Malumbu is fit. Interestingly, yesterday I thought he struggled in the first half due to Wolves' manpower, really. They had more midfielders than Albion did. Albion were obviously, as a home team, trying to attack, and it was leaving them vulnerable in midfield. But after in the second half, I thought he improved a lot, Shana. I thought he stopped threats from O'Hara. He made it more difficult for Wolves to play his role. And it's a similar role to the one he played in the second half against Man U at Old Trafford. And I thought he did well. Whether it's enough to keep him in the side, I don't know. I suspect that once Joseph Malumbu was fit, then he might well be back in that side.
Okay, and now Hodgson's had a week now to work with the players. I know it's very difficult to judge him on one game, especially a derby, but do you think Hodgson can turn things around in these last few games?
Well, funnily enough, I think he can turn around their form. I think he can make them hard to beat. And I think he can genuinely get some results out of this team. My only problem now is that they're running out of games, and whether he's going to have enough games in which to do that and to make an impact, I don't know. They seem to lose whenever they play at the Britannia Stadium. So that's going to be not a write-off, but certainly a game that Albion fans normally expect to lose. And after that, we've got a few games, certainly Birmingham away, Villa at home, Wolves away, which are probably their remaining fixtures, the ones where Albion fans will be looking to get points, and they're all derbies. So it's going to be really tough. I I think in terms of organisation and discipline, they looked a lot better, and I expect them to look better over the coming weeks. But I was just fearing now that they've left themselves a really big task, and they're having now to rely on snookers from other clubs in many ways and hope that West Ham, Wigan, Wolves, Blackpool all struggle for form during the current weeks. And if that happens, then they give themselves a good chance.
OK, Chris, well, thanks for that today. We'll be back again later on in the week, probably on Wednesday, for more Baggies View.